Okay, here's our video walk around of our early 70s Concord Traveler. I did not bring a tape measure with me. Actually, maybe I did. Let's see if we can get a measurement on this thing. Anyway, start at the front. We have a new A-frame jack. We also have new propane lines that somebody has very lovingly done. The 7-point prong wiring is unknown. I just put magnetic lights on here just to get it home. You can see our rock guard is actually in pretty decent shape. This just pulled out when I was pressure washing it, but it is intact. You can see also that the rolled rubber roof sheeting I was talking about is there. It's also raining, so I kind of figured this would be a good time to check out the inside to see how bad the leaks are. We have surface rust on the frame, but otherwise it's solid. Our moldings obviously are kind of disintegrating, but that's with age, being that you're 50 plus years old. Somebody decided to add some galvanized protecting here, and it looks like aluminum paint. I'm not really sure what the stuff is that they used on it, but that's also coming undone. I think they went over it with silicone and God knows what. Anyway, we have some patches. We can also see, this is part of what I like, there is no wheel well, so we have some really nice, straight line, streamline to the body and everything. And I'm a sucker for a big butt on these things, which I just think is so funny. Gives them a little charm, character. Here comes the rain again. So yeah, you can see somebody painted over this with, I don't even know what, but there's some old silicone, stuff like that. I personally, it depends on what you want to use it for, but it's easy enough just to scrape, if you want to do that. Some of that lumber's mine, this tire is mine anyway, but you can see the tank is still there. Like I said, we did have a go around with the pressure washer yesterday, which ended up being not too bad on the inside, because we do have some cracked windows and there's something a BB went through the back. This is interesting because I have only found that one brochure, I guess you want to call it, of these Concords, and I can't find one that actually has the dual doors, because this actually looks like it's supposed to be there. So anyway, take a hop inside here and we'll see what kind of wetness we got. We have wetness from the roof vent, which is pretty typical, and you can see obviously you need to do some framing up. Somebody started, but like I said, we have, this is where the worst of it is. The water always flows downhill with gravity, obviously. So the base structure would need to be redone. I would do that anyway, just because it's better to err on side of caution. But you can kind of see the stuff that usually is rotten is really pretty decent. And of course then you have other stuff which is around the windows, which over the course of time people tend to neglect and or forget about with age, and these things are forgotten and put back on the back 40. Like I said, as far as, I think this is actually pretty open. Yeah, it's cracked. So yeah, this is part of the reason we have water coming through there. And you can see the puddle on the floor. Oh yeah, well, you got a big crack, and obviously the seal is broken as well. So there's that. Let's walk under here. So, like I said, if you look at the wood, there's some places that need to be framed up and sistered. But if you look at it from a clean and standpoint, there may be stains, but not necessarily rot. Like this is rotten, and that's pretty soft, and that's wet from yesterday. But for the most part, anywhere we got, you know, skylights or whatever, we have leaking. Somebody put a subfloor down, obviously, already. We have this fun gourmet traveler. We have the old kitchen. We have the corner kitchen sink. I haven't seen one of these in any of these trailers, which is just really kind of fun. I think part of the charm and character. And like I said, we have this bathroom, which again, I think is just classic how good a shape this is in. For how old it is. I mean, like I said, this is a 50-year-old trailer. So if somebody actually loved it and stayed loving it, it would be really cool. But, you know, of all the trailers I've looked at, I've never seen one like this. And I think it's got great potential for the right person. And again, like I said, these doors actually look like they are supposed to be part of the trailer. And what I found out about this company is they started making manufactured homes and got out of travel trailers. So it's kind of funny because a lot of these old companies were like, you know, everything is built out of nails, there's no screws, and, you know, whatever they decided was their, I guess, gimmick to, you know, get you to buy. But anyway, so that's kind of where we are. And like I said, yeah, this is not for the faint of heart. This is definitely a project. I would recommend somebody with some pretty decent woodworking skills, at least frame carpentry and stuff, take this baby on. These 2x4s and stuff like that are going to get out of here because they're mine. But if I keep this any longer, obviously I'm going to put up some roof structure so that it doesn't cave in on itself. And let's go back here. But I put new tires. I put, had the bearings redone. So yeah, I mean, I just dragged this thing 2.5 hours home just to get it to this next beautiful iteration in its life at some point. So, you know, like I said, the skins are in really good shape. The architecture is definitely there. I think you could work this thing from the inside out because it's still, you know, it's not caving in on itself. And yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed.